Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Ankita. I live in Mumbai and I make videos about beauty, style and wellness. In today's video, I'm going to talk about body confidence. Now, I've always had struggles with my weight, with how I perceived my body, how I thought others looked at me, and that shaped my body confidence, or more like the lack of body confidence. But in the last few years, it's something that I have very consciously worked on. Now, let's talk about some very actionable tips that helped me become more confident about my body. Number one, deprogramming. A lot of our body image comes from thinking how others perceive us. So the first thing we need to do is take back the control, take the narrative back in your hands, and stop making all your confidence about how other people perceive you. And the first step to this is that awareness that your body image is shaped by those around you, by influences around you, by media. So the first step is always awareness, and then you can start the process of deprogramming how you view your body. And talking about media, just remember that a lot of what we see on media is not a true representation of real bodies. It is a very small section of very perfect, often edited bodies. So it's unfair for us to be comparing ourselves to that unreal ideal. Don't wait for someone else's acceptance to change how you see yourself. Number two is acceptance. Now, this sounds easier said than done, and I know that. What has helped me is just noticing the conversation I have with myself when I look at myself in the mirror. For me, for the longest time, I couldn't even look at myself properly in a full-length mirror because I was just so conscious about how big I was or how much weight I had put on, and this constant sense of almost like a sense of shame when it came to my body. So the first step is noticing the conversations you have in your head. Once you start noticing that, it's time to really evaluate and change that conversation in your head. Point number three is self-investment. Pay attention to your body, treat your body with care. It can be something as simple as applying a nicely scented body lotion after you take your shower. And it sounds like such a simple thing, but it can actually really make you feel so much better. Don't be afraid to experiment with a different style of dressing. How we dress can make such a big difference on how we feel about ourselves. If you are unhappy with your lifestyle, pay better attention to what you're eating, if you're including some kind of activity or movement or exercise, and all of this has to come from a place of love. Don't punish yourself, don't deprive yourself of food you enjoy, don't exercise as a punishment. It has to come from a place of love. Only then is it sustainable, and only then does it help you with your confidence. Point number four, focus on what you love about yourself. A lot of us tend to be quite critical of ourselves, and we focus on little things like, I wish my legs were thinner, or I wish my arms were not so fat, I wish I had this and that. And let me tell you, imperfections are a matter of perspective. It's also a matter of trend. Every few years, what's trending in terms of bodies changes, and you have to remember that your body is not a trend. Few years back, or maybe a decade back, having like a very athletic looking body was considered more attractive, and in the era of the Kardashians, being very curvy has become quite popular. So your self-esteem and your body confidence should not change with what's trending at the moment. So focus on the things you like about yourself and stop spending a lot of time and attention in trying to fix what you perceive as imperfections. Number 5, surround yourself with body positive role models. And this includes people you follow on social media, people who you're friends with, and people you interact with on a frequent basis. I realized maybe around 2 years back that I was following a lot of people on Instagram who did not necessarily portray a very body positive or a body inclusive image, or who were promoting unhealthy lifestyles to look a certain way. And I just thought, I need to follow people whose bodies are similar to mine. So I started following a lot of curve models and influencers and creators who have a more body positive mindset, and that has helped me so much in accepting my body, because when I see another curvy woman who's carrying herself with a lot of dignity, who's carrying herself with a lot of confidence, it just makes me feel like I can do that as well. Number 6, a physical change in how you carry yourself. I'm going to tell you a little story here. When I was growing up, once I hit puberty, I started developing, and I was always very conscious of my chest area. So I developed quite a hunched sort of posture, and a lot of times, like, the adults in the family would kind of remind me to not slouch, but it was just a matter of me feeling just so conscious of my chest that I would always kind of try to hide. And only once I was able to accept my body and specific parts of my body completely did I start carrying myself a bit differently. And it seems like such a simple thing, but it's a signal to your brain. When you're holding yourself up with a straight posture, it signals confidence to your brain. And I've just noticed that it has also made a change in how other people look at me. When people would meet me earlier, I just appeared a lot more I would say introverted. I would say I'm still an introvert, but my body language is no longer like that. I carry myself a lot better, and that has helped with my confidence and in projecting confidence to the world. Number 7, changing the conversation. And I think this is a very important thing that we need to talk about, especially in the age of social media. I think a lot of us indulge in discussion where we make fun or give critical comments or just have very negative discussion about other people's bodies. And if you just think about it, you are putting out a really negative energy into the universe when you are talking about other people and their bodies, but you want the world to be kind and accepting of who you are. I feel we need to change the conversation, not just among our actual social groups, but also online. This brings us to the last one, number 8, setting boundaries. You have to teach others how to treat you. If someone says something about your weight or says something about your body or a body part, kindly, politely, assertively tell them, I don't like it when you discuss my weight, or I don't like it when you tell me I've put on weight. You have to set boundaries, and everyone has a different set of personal boundaries. So what may be hurtful or unkind to somebody else may not be that hurtful to you, and vice versa. So you have to be vocal, and like I said, you don't have to be rude about it. You can be very polite, but be assertive and teach the people around you how you want to be treated. And the last thing I want to tell you is that you have to remember that your body is just your outer shell. There is so much more to you. Your strength, your kindness, your intelligence, your compassion, your ambition, your sense of purpose, and all of these things are a bigger part of you than your body. So don't get blinded by the obsession that this world has with outer bodies, and always remember that it's what's inside that is more important. It's very important to take care of yourself and be confident, to live a well-rounded life. I feel like it just makes you so much happier when you are comfortable and accepting of your body. But I also always remind myself whenever I'm feeling a little low on confidence that this is not everything. There's more to me than just what I look like, and I've not been the purpose of my life is not just to look perfect and pretty all the time. And that is all for this video. I hope you found a few helpful things that you can implement and start your journey to be more confident about your body. Do leave me a comment below if this resonated with you. I love hearing from you, and please don't forget to subscribe. I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.